Are we, as Mamelodi Sundowns fan base, a spoiled branch? What has happened to us? I know it's the second game of the season, but the reaction from the fans has really been disappointing. Or is it maybe the fact that there's still some of us who believe that Rolando Mokoena was fired because of Flemingbeck? Is Flemingbeck the one that is in control of the technical team? Is he the one setting up the system, setting up the first 11? Is that the reason why we are reacting in such a way? Are we so used to winning that a one loss has suddenly made this? You know what? It's really disappointing what we've seen the past days from Mamelodi Sundowns fans. And maybe they do have a right to do so. The reality as we stand now is that we are 0-1 down to a Stellenbosch that is playing very well. And obviously, I'm not going to sit here and pretend as if I'm happy the way Mamelodi Sundowns is playing. This is not the Mamelodi Sundowns we know. This is not the DNA of Mamelodi Sundowns. The long balls, Scop and Donor, the rush, Super Mario, Duracell, we are seeing the crosses. There appears to be no control of what's happening on the field. And obviously, there's no confidence with our top men, Yoshalulile and the like. But going forward, we have to go correct all the errors come Sunday at Moses Mabhida. And Stellenbosch, they are not going to allow us. They're not going to sleep. They're probably going to set in such a way that they're going to want to catch us on a counter. On this episode, I'm just going to dive through in what Manqoba Mngqithi, the technical team, the boys need to do in order to overcome Stellenbosch United and go to the MTN8 finals that we were part of last season. Yes, I do go by the name of Oscar Ntsinze Football, where I engage, discuss on anything to do with football from Africa to the world and from the world to Africa. Now, you ask yourself this question. The first half was a pain to watch. It was really pathetic, if you had to ask me. We were not in control of that game. It was just too many crosses. Everything was just rush. The midfield were far apart. Allende was nowhere to be found. Mokoena was nowhere to be found. Mudiba was nowhere to be found. As much as Matthews had a brilliant, a decent pre-season, he has really not showed up. Even from that first game against Polokwane City, Manqoba didn't change the first 11. I actually thought that him not changing the first 11 from the Polokwane City game coming into this game, he was probably going to allowing the guys to correct whatever. But how things are going this far, it doesn't look like they are mirroring into what Manqoba Mngqithi or the technical team wants for this season. Maybe us as fans, we are a bit impatient. I am not sure. But what this game needs is control. And there are individuals that must be dropped from that first 11. Not that they are bad players or bad people, but for the technical team, the management to really bring a sort of calmness amongst the fan base, we need to overturn that 1-0 on Sunday and win against Stellis that is playing very well on transition, that have got pace for days up front, and that have got decent defenders. They've showed also that they've got a good goalkeeper that eventually got a man of the match. We created opportunities, but yet again, we have not scored a goal from the two games we've played this season. The only goal we have is an own goal. But we've created multiple chances, one-on-ones that were failed to bury. Now, I don't want to waste any time, but this is my 11 that I'm hoping to see. And obviously, even if personnel can change, but if Manqoba still insists on playing the way he wants, playing with the full backs and all. I think it's not too late, Mr. Manqoba Mngqithi, to change, maybe at least back to the 4-4-2, diamond in the middle, that will demand control, that will actually help Mshishi to actually be very impactful. So this is the lineup I would go with, and it will be on a 4-4-2 diamond with Mshishi as a number 10. The game is demanding Mshishi to come back. The game, if we want to overturn this 1-0, the game demands us to be in control, to be calm, and look for those pockets as a Mamelodi Sundowns way. Really, this rush, Duracell, Super Mario ain't helping us at all. There are some names that won't be on this first 11 that we saw on Wednesday. The goalkeeper, it'll stay. Jody February. I'm not sure how far Williams is, but I'll stay with the boy. He hasn't really committed a lot of mistakes. Another thing that's really frustrating or irritating is that we are even failing to build up from the back. The traditional Sundowns way of playing is that we're brilliant building from the back. But with the past 2 games, it's rush, and we're even able. Maybe we're not even giving credit to Estelis that has been absolutely brilliant in how they've pressed us. And they will allow Jody to release the ball to a Lebusa or Grant, and then you will see them coming. You will see Mujela coming on the left. You will see Titus coming on the right. So their pressing is well coordinated, but it really needs us to become on the ball. This thing of just unleashing the ball to the front ain't gonna work. We need control. So if we need control, then it will demand that Mudau on the right must keep his place as a right back. The central pairing, it's okay. They can keep their place. Grant Kekana and Musa Lebusa. But on the left, I've got no issues with Mashiko, with the way Babu Mngqithi wants us to play. I don't have a problem with him starting. But if we need control and we need Mshishi to be effective, Mshishi will be effective when we're in control of the ball. And in order for us to be in control of the ball, we need to be play in such a way that we build up from the back with people who are comfortable on the ball, who know how to relax and be confident in even doing short passes from the back with the midfield. And that is why I will take Mudiba back to the left back position, and he will help in inverting and helping the midfield. I don't mind if Mudau, Grant, and the Lebusa, they stay behind when we have the ball and we are pushing up, and it becomes a 3. So it will be that 4 at the back with right back Mudau, left back Mudiba, but they will constantly be inverting to assist in the middle, and the central pairing will remain Grant Lebusa and Musa Lebusa. Mukwena will keep his position as our DM. Alende will keep his position as our number 8, and then I will bring in that diamond. I will bring back Neo Mayema. He has not been performing, but let's rather try the ones who've been tested in this system, the ones who are aware. Technically, we need to be disciplined. We need to be very organized. I mean, even a Lebu Mabue can fit in there as play as a 8 with an Alende, but I'll bring a left footer in a Mayema to play that 8 we saw 2 years ago in this Diamond 4. So Mukwena, DM, a 8 of Alende and a Mayema, and Mshishi will be at the tip of the diamond as our number 10. And then Ribeiro will come from the left and Sales on the right. It's basically a front 2, but more like a Ribeiro playing behind a Sales. Now, when we are pushing up, we need someone who will be quicker, like a Mudau, to constantly remain behind, because these guys, they'll constantly want to catch us on a counter. So I don't mind a Mudiba inverting in to assist with the build-up and to assist with the advancing that ball to probably something that will look like a double number 10 at some point when we're advancing the ball with Mshishi and Mayema. So there's going to be a lot of inverting from Mudiba. So Mudiba is basically playing at the back for control and for build-up and to assist and actually help Mukwena and Alende to play more. When we're in control of the ball and we're able to feel the ball and have some more touches on the ball, this is when you'll see the best of Mshishi. Mshishi and Ribeiro, they've constantly found each other so well when they've started the game together. And obviously, maybe if you want to be ultra offensive, you could eliminate Mayema and maybe include the boy that did well on Wednesday, Ditlhako, or Mabena that was so excellent in our preseason. But I am dropping a Shadulile. I am also dropping a Matthews. In the people that will be replacing them, it's a Modiba, it's a Mayema, it's a Salas. Salas got an opportunity one-on-one. He was supposed to bury the chance. He didn't. And I think it's better to give him a chance. I don't have a problem with the shallow leader, but he is low on confidence. He can start on the bench and actually maybe come on as an impact player. And this is the 4-4-2 diamond, I believe, can actually change our fortunes as Mamelodi Sundowns and actually be victorious on the day. But to speak to Amasandawana, we really need to exercise patience. We can't be so successful for so many years. And just after a defeat, we are all of a sudden just throwing tantrums. And I heard someone saying that if we lose this game, they will see us going into the field. That is so unnecessary. That is so uncalled for. Platforms like these are platforms that we also need to use in a positive way. I mean, we don't have a God-given right to win every matches. Who do we think we are? Who do we think we are? We're not better than other teams. Other teams also want to compete. Other teams also want to overcome this domination we've had for all these years. Let us become Masandawana. Let us support the technical team. Let us support Manqoba Mngqithi. I mean, how do you say Manqoba Mngqithi must go after 2 matches? And another thing to consider is the fact that we played 2 weeks ago before this current match that we lost to Stellis. Your Stellis, your Orlando Pirates, they've been playing since their quarterfinals of MTN8. They've played 2 matches in the first stage of prelims in CAF. And we've been waiting and playing friendly games and playing matches of consequences. It's altogether a different ball game. We are all hopeful, and I really want Manqoba Mngqithi to do well. But how things have been in the past 2 games, it's been really disappointing. Not to say that chances were not created, it's just that chances have not been buried. And that is why I believe that a Ribeiro playing a more advanced position and the Sales, we don't want to see Ribeiro collecting the ball at the back. So Mshishi will be instrumental in this, and a double 8 of a Mayema and an Alende will be key. Mudiba helping Mukwena in the middle will be instrumental, and obviously that back 3 of a Mudao, Grant and Lebusa must always be alert. We need to win first balls, we need to win secondary balls, we need to be fighting for everything. We are Mamelodi Sundowns. We can't just fall down like a $2 suitcase. We need to really fight for, we need to be on another level out of position. In position, we need to find each other so well. And Stellies are there to compete. Stellies are there to continue with this, recent success they've been having in the Premiership. And I'm not going to make this video long, but let me hear your engagement. What do you think must change? We've got the resources, we've got the players, and we can't complain. It's just that at this point in time, we really need to support Manqoba Mngqithi. We can't be saying Manqoba Mngqithi out so early. Yes, If you're seeing this content for the very first time, don't forget to like, to subscribe. Help me to get to 10,000 subscribers by December 2024 so that I can be able to work with bigger brands and other sponsors. I really, really appreciate your support. And I just want to also give a shout out to Oratilwe. Oratilwe, just forgot the last name now. Oratilwe has been very supportive to the channel from its infancy. I mean, the guy has engaged me, and when I do live streaming on YouTube, I'm hoping that we will have more chats, brother. You've really been supporting on the channel, and obviously there are other people that I'll continue mentioning as we are growing, and people who've been there when I started. And I'm not perfect, but I learn as I go, and your feedback, your engagements are necessary. They help me to improve, they help me to do my homework, and yeah, man, big up Oratile, and really appreciate you, sir. And that's how I close it off, and I end it there by saying, may my God bless you all.